All right, everybody. So, welcome to an Attack on Titan review, a live reaction review. I don't know if this is the kind of video I would like to do more often because this is the first one that I've done. I really like to gather my thoughts about something and then be able to talk in a more coherent way to you about it rather than just whatever may happen here. I don't know if I'll have the kind of smartest, most thought out reactions to everything that is happening, since it is a live reaction. But nevertheless, I told you guys that I would do it, and I'm finally here, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I finally made it to volume 21 of Attack on Titan because I started the series probably back in December. And look, as far as like free time goes, I pretty much only have the time to read about 2 volumes of manga a week, and so I kind of gotta vary between the things that I'm reading, between this and Gantz and Vagabond and Vinland Saga and all the big ones that I'm reading right now. So I appreciate you with sticking with me. I appreciate you sticking through inconsistent releases and waiting for me to get to this point. And instead of me just watching the anime, which I know a lot of you guys have suggested, but I started with the manga, and so I don't know how the lighting is. It always looks different live than it does when I upload it on YouTube. And of course, you're going to have all the loud cars in the background because I can't edit around it this time. There's no editing here that it will be done, other than just in case there's long sequences of me not saying anything. But anyways, I got my caffeine. I got my Attack on Titan ready. So let's just get right into this. Let's see what it's all about. Volume 21. Now, of course, I'm trying to avoid any kind of copyright strikes and whatnot. So I wanted to put the manga on the screen a little bit for you guys to see. But as you can see, I kind of cropped it out as best that I could with the video. So hopefully it won't get flagged or anything. We'll see what happens with that. Because if it was just my pretty face, I don't know if that would be enough for you guys. Also, don't mind the headphones. I listen to music when I read. That's just part of my process, what I've done my whole life. But I muted it so you guys don't have to hear it. So, all right, let's go. All right, so looks like we're gonna get an Armin flashback because Armin did make the ultimate sacrifice last time. So, and like I said, like I kind of saw it coming, but it's still, even if you see it coming, it still kind of hurts when it did. So, hey, why don't you ever fight back, Armin? Why do you let them treat you like that? Why do you want to keep losing forever? Little little Aaron, he looks just as just as cute as little Levi did. I think little Levi was a little bit cuter. Not losing because I'm not running away. What's your name? And then that cut. And that's not the first time they've done cuts like that. They've done things where they do flashbacks a lot in Attack on Titan, and then they just kind of bam cut you straight to the present, just kind of forcing in that brutal reality. So yeah, seeing his friend burned to a freaking crisp, man. Should have known this would happen. All I could do was depend on you. Thanks to you, we were able to capture him, though. So we got Bertold. What about fucking Reiner, though? Is that okay? It's still going on. I was gonna say. Sure, run away. Yeah. So this Gimp Titan here, as I like to call it, the four-legged bastard. Jesus Christ, the hell! It's coming towards Eren. Thinking about taking another step. It's so friggin' creepy, dude. I think just the awkwardness of this Titan is makes it the creepiest for me. Those markings around the eyes, I'll kill him. Is he the Beast Titan? Are you Eren Yeager? Damn right I am. Cutting right into Bertold's neck, man. He's ready to kill him. Especially after what happened to Armin, dude. He is ready to fucking kill him. You don't look anything like your father. You have to believe me, I know what you're going through. We were both victims of your father. He's brainwashed you. Well, yeah, he's a very manipulative dude. Now, I don't know if they mean like literal brainwashing or just like manipulation through words. So that could be something. Fuck, yeah, Levi, dude. Oh my god. Can you see? I gotta look in the thing. Yeah, you could see him. Look at, dude. Levi looks like a friggin' zombie, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it, Levi. Oh, he finished them all off. Nice. I'll turn it into dust. Jumping down. Fine, I get it, Levi. We're both too injured. I'll call this a draw. Oh, Looks like this is the end for you, Eren. Someday I'll come to save you. Okay. Levi jumps down. Captain, that was the last bit of gas I had. Going after him. Give me all your gas and blades. That's right. I knew Levi wouldn't just like leave this situation. He's not gonna be like, okay, it's a draw. Levi is not that dude. Like, I mean, he'll escape if he has to, you know. But after Erwin's sacrifice and everything, there's no way. There's no way he's gonna just be like, okay. Okay, so they did get Reiner. I guess like maybe with all the commotion with the character deaths that happened in the last volume, I just like completely forgot that they took down Reiner, or maybe they didn't show it completely. Something inside of his chest. A letter. Okay, a letter from Ymir. Okay, probably to give to Historia. Yeah. After we examine it, I have the questions I'd like to ask you. Your mouth seems to be as hard as armor. I wonder, will you tell us what we want to know? Nope. Yeah, Hange. You know, she's got a dark side, man. She's been known to torture. That's kind of crazy. Isn't it possible that we could take his power from him? Whoever receives this injection will become a Titan. That Titan will be the kind of Titan we all know best, the one without a scrap of intelligence, like so many of the Titans who helped gulp down so much of humanity. As we've told you soldiers, we believe that Titans were originally humans, and they're here to tell you about the most effective way to make use of this injection. Its contents will allow us to steal the powers of the Titans, like the Colossus Titan, the Armored Titan, or the Furry Titan. I'm going to say it. This is done by having whoever receives this injection eat a human capable of transforming into a Titan. Yes. To be precise, they have to crunch through the target's spine and absorb their spinal fluid. Did you have to say crunch? Jesus. This will allow whoever was temporarily turned into a brainless Titan to return to being a human being, making them someone capable of wielding the power of the Titans, just like our prize soldier Eren. I want every soldier here to be prepared to take on that responsibility. Our primary objective in this mission have not changed. Exterminate any intelligent Titans and retake Wall Maria. But if circumstances give us the chance to steal a Titan's power, we will take it. These are the characters that died last time. Doing so will not only allow us to gain the power of a Titan along with more information, it will also let us revive a human on the brink of death. Yeah, which is why Levi wanted to find Erwin here. In other words, we will prioritize the critically wounded when deciding who should receive the injection. If we are able to capture an enemy with the power of the Titans, dismember them, and have secured your location, summon Captain Levi. I'm trusting Captain Levi with this injection, and I want to be very clear about this. This is the only injection that we have. Yeah. So deciding on who I think that's going to become a big factor. I don't know if Erwin is actually like still alive at all, but I feel like that's going to become a big factor in the story. There's going to be a character on the brink of death. Maybe it's Armin. Maybe, I don't know. Levi and the others are, and I don't think we have time to check on them. There's no way to gauge how much strength these guys have left in them. I could send his head flying. You know, as much as, look, I like Reiner as a character and everything, but like with everything that's happened, I really think that they should just kill him here. Like, I don't know what information they're hoping to extract out of him. And he's too dangerous, man. He's too dangerous to be kept around. Maybe I'm just barbaric. I don't know. If you're content with leaving things unknown, how can we ever expect to defeat the Titans? When will we ever know enough to face our enemies? Well, it's a good point, I guess. Go and check on Eren and the others immediately. Replenish your gas while you're there and get the injection from Levi. If you can't do that for whatever reason, fire a flare. That will be a signal to end Reiner. Okay. That's fair, I suppose. Yeah, who are we turning into a Titan? There's Sasha, who's injured, but not critically. Don't turn Sasha, man. She's too sweet. She just needs potatoes, bro. She just needs potatoes. Is there a better candidate? Yeah, Armin. Yeah, exactly. He's breathing. Yeah, okay. You can do it. Take a deep breath again. Well, I'll wait to see how it plays out before I comment. You probably guessed where I'm going with this. Give him the injection. We need to turn Armin into a Titan. Have him eat Bertold. Give him the injection. And then she fires the flare. So that means fucking, yeah. And Jean's like, wow, okay. But The Gimp Titan's coming through. Shit. Get out of there. Good save. Hannah's just got like one eye. She's got the friggin' bandage over her eye. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you should have just killed Reiner. Because now he's getting out too. Yeah, you took Reiner. Exactly. See what happens, man. See what happens when you hesitate. Did we learn nothing from Levi's adventure in the last volume where he just like cut down the Beast Titan? I know the Beast Titan got away too, but like not because of Levi not taking him down. I mean, I understand. You don't gotta come at me. I understand. Yeah. I thought I told you this was my decision. Let's join up with Aaron. Here we go. Captain Levi finally caught up to you. Commander Erwin is... Oh, so it's going to be a choice between Erwin and Armin. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, man. What are they going to do? It's Levi's choice. That was... Okay, I understand, but like when you're in a war situation and you have a chain of command, a structure of command, and people are entrusted to specific things, Levi is the guy that was in charge of who the shot gets to go to. It's his decision. If he asks the others for their input, that's fine, but this is Levi's decision. We're giving this injection to Erwin. Yeah. And Aaron, of course, is going to have an issue with that. As he should. His best friend is Armin, but... Oh, man. You just said you'd use it on Armin. I'm choosing to keep alive the man who will save humanity. Shit. Mikasa, are you going to be the tiebreaker? Meanwhile, friggin' Bertholdt's going to regenerate here. Alright, that's the end of that chapter. Let's go. I'm listening to... just so you know, I'm listening to Gangster's Paradise right now. Not by like choice. It came up on my shuffle. I don't know why, but it kind of goes along with this. Man. We're talking about Ermit's with the commander of the Survey Corps. You're telling me to sit here and let him die? There's no time. Get out of the way. Aaron's still grabbing it. Look past your own feelings. I mean, look, if it was my best friend there too, I mean, of course, you're not going to be thinking in any other way than the saved person that you care about. So, my feelings. Why did you hesitate before handing over the injection? I was considering the possibility that Erwin was alive. I don't see how you could have predicted that Floch would bring the dying commander here. You're right, but now that Erwin is here, we're using it on him. Oh, shit. Damn, did Levi just punch out Aaron's tooth? Dude. I'll tell you what. Oh, Mikasa. Oh, man. That's intense. Alright. Pins him down. Could take it by force. Well, yeah, Levi just fucking... they all risk their lives, though. I can't even say that. I can't... I'm leaning towards Levi because from a distant, non-emotional attachment perspective, I could see why saving Erwin would be the call a commander would make. But, alright, I'm just going to keep reading. Fuck it. Humanity can never defeat Titans without Erwin's strength. He's right, Mikasa. You need to stop acting crazy. Without Armin, we can't... Aaron, if we don't have Armin, we can't win. Hasn't that always been true? We used the boulder to block the Trust District and save it. We figured out Annie's true identity and came up with a plan to advance through the Titan territory during the night. It was all thanks to Armin. Well, that's true. Armin exposed Reiner when he was trying to stay hidden, and he's the only reason we defeated Bertholdt. It was because of Armin. It's not me or the commander who's going to save humanity. It's Armin. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, that's a solid point. That's a solid point. Please give it to me. The one who will save humanity is Commander Erwin. Who's this? You think I'm going to stay quiet? You're not the only one suffering. You don't know it yet, but there isn't a single living soldier left on the other side of that wall. The Beast Titan killed them all, he crushed them with rocks, and they were smashed to a pulp. Every one of us thought we were goners, but Commander Irwin was the one exception. He figured out a plan that would let him get his teeth into that monster's neck, and carried it out. Yeah? He used the lives of every one of the recruits as bait, also that Captain Levi could ambush the beast. So according to the plan, we all ended up in pieces. None of them died, thinking how noble their sacrifices. Oh, this was the guy. Okay, sorry. That took me a minute. This was the only survivor of that attack. Yeah. Man, this is a hard choice, bro. Like, again, I'm leaning towards Irwin, but I can understand both. I wonder if fans were like arguing with each other when this came out, if they were conflicted, if you had the Team Armin, Team Armin and Team Irwin fighting each other, because that's, I get it. I was treating, perhaps he did need to spend more time in the cell. And that's when I realized the only one who can destroy all the Titans is the devil himself. And my mission is to bring the devil back to life. Damn. That's why when all the others died bravely, like a coward, I lived. So he feels like he's a coward because he didn't follow through, but get out of the way. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So what? Is that Hanj? She's holding Mikasa back. Wait, how could this... Ugh. Levi's got it. Oh, God. Oh, Mikasa. Bro, why you gotta do this to me? You're pitting, like, my two favorite characters. Freaking Mikasa and Levi. Ugh. Still need Irwin. The Survey Corps have nearly been wiped out. The commander dies too. Humanity will lose its symbol. We can't allow the flames of hope to be extinguished within the walls. But Armin could do that too. Armin is an incredible talent, but our battle is nowhere near over yet. We still need Irwin's experience and leadership. I have people I wish I could bring back too, hundreds of them. Ever since I joined the Survey Corps, every day has brought a new farewell. Yeah? But you don't understand, do you? Everyone you meet will be parted from you one day. I know it's difficult to accept. It's hard to stay sane living like that. It's painful. But even so, we need to move forward. Yeah, like I was saying in my last review, like this whole series is about war, and that's the thing. Like when you're in the Survey Corps, you are putting your life, your life is forfeit for the sake of humanity, and so anybody that dies, not only knows that death was a possibility, but their death is for a purpose to continue the progression of humanity, to hopefully save everybody. So, you know, and Armin was, they were both willing to die. That's the thing too. Like neither of them died regrettably. Irwin gave up his dream, for lack of a better word, of learning the truth about the world, and Armin gave up his of, you know, someday hoping to see the ocean and escaping the walls. So they both were willing to give up their hopes and their dreams for humanity. I mean, there's no right answer. That's the thing. There's literally no right answer. The ocean is like a giant lake that stretches far beyond the horizon. Not only that, apparently it's all made out of salt water. That's what Armin said, holding Eren down. He said someday we'd go and see the ocean on the other side of the walls, but that was a dream that we had as little kids. I'd forgotten a long time ago. All I had left inside me was hate, revenge for my mom, wiping out the Titans. But Armin's was different. Fighting isn't all he has. He had dreams. Yeah. Troops clear the area. Irwin will be turned into a Titan to eat Bertold. Oh, shit. Let's go, Mikasa. Damn it. He has to accept it. Salt water stretches to the horizon. There are even species of fish that you can only find there. You still don't believe me, do you? I swear it's there. Just you wait. What happens when that dream of yours comes true? Now we're oh shit, dude. It's just, there's no right answer, bro. I don't know, and I won't know until it does. Fools, all of them. I just want to go to that basement. Levi, they're just like little kids, the way they scream and flail. They couldn't keep going unless they were drunk on something. Every man's a slave to something. That's what Askeladd said. Different series, but you know. We're all slaves to something, even him. Yep. Erwin, teacher, how'd you find out they don't exist? Oh, he's remembering his childhood. Give up on your dreams and die for us. Lead the recruits straight into hell. I'll take out the Beast Titan. Levi, thank you. Oh, okay. So Armin, Jesus. Okay, that's Armin. All right. Oh shit, and they're sacrificing Bertold for him. Well, your time had come, my friend. Your time had come. In the end, it was I who chose you. No, I chose this place and this time for Erwin's death. But I don't understand. There's no way we could let the commander die. If Commander Erwin is gone, then what do we do now? I also think we should have given the injection to Erwin. But Erwin himself entrusted that decision to Levi. Yeah. And Levi chose you. There's nothing more to say. And that's true. Like, in these situations, you gotta follow the command structure. Except that on your shoulder now rests the weight of Erwin Smith's life and the power of the Titans. That is why you live now, no matter what anyone else says, and we'll be expecting you to contribute even more to humanity. Yeah. I'm supposed to be Commander Erwin's replacement? Yeah, well, dude, I mean, you pretty much are a good strategist already. You just have to embrace it. You gotta accept yourself. Don't misunderstand, you can never replace Erwin, but it is true that you have a power that no human has. Got that? Don't let us regret it. Yeah, not me or not them. Patting their heads after they basically just try to, like, fight each other. As Erwin's successor and commander of the Survey Corps, I guess we're in the same boat, but that just means that the both of us need to prepare for whatever comes next. Now then, if you're alright, Armin, I say we get going. Yeah, let's go. Let's see the friggin' basement. Let's do it. I am ready. I'm ready. My body is ready. Let's just do it. I like this. I like this image of them as kids, and then flash forwarding. Like I said, Attack on Titan does that all the time. It puts you into a flashback, and then it like dead cuts into like a painful reality in the present. I mean, I feel like that's part of what's the name, Hajime Isayama. That's like his favorite thing to do. His favorite thing to do is to show you a flashback and then just bam, cut to the present into like a brutal realization. Your father's very important. Yeah, let's just okay. When are you going to show me the basement? I don't know. After I have you eat me. Maybe when maybe when you realize the most important thing of all. And what's that mean? Looks like I didn't flood. All right, let's go. I hate the idea of spending my whole life inside the wall, ignorant of what's going on. It doesn't matter what anyone says. There's no holding back an inquisitive mind. Aaron, when I get home, I'll show you what's in the basement that I've been keeping secret all this time. Open it. So we got Aaron, Mikasa, Levi, and Hanj here. What's wrong? This key isn't the key to this door. Poof, I'll open it. Yeah, I was gonna say, you've gone this far. Like, just break the damn thing open, for real. Levi in a clutch like that. These labels are accurate. These are just widely available medications. And these are just medical books. At first glance, this looks like a typical doctor's laboratory. It's almost as if the room is telling us there's nothing suspicious here, which in itself is very suspicious. Well, I doubt he would have left anything forbidden just laying around for interior MPS to find. Hey, don't just stand there, you brats. Erwin's instincts, wow, can't read, would never be that off the mark. Searching, searching, searching. A keyhole. Nice. All right. Open it. And it's empty. False bottom. Smells like peppermint oil and charcoal. They've been treating to keep moisture and bugs away. 3 books. These must be what we're looking for. Oh, yeah. Okay. They're opening it together. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. And that's when Erwin asked the question, how do we know that there aren't any humans outside the walls? He meant that so long as we couldn't travel freely outside the walls, we couldn't be sure that Titans really had wiped out the rest of humanity. Yet the history textbook said that they had, like it was a fact. If the textbook was supposed to be objective, then it would have corrected to say that The rest of humanity is thought to have been eaten. Yeah, good point. In other words, you could have read a subjective intent from that statement, an intent to make people believe that there were no humans outside the walls. And the likeliest culprit was the royal government, which published the book. Yeah, they're always in control, man. Whatever government or system is in control of your country, they're the ones writing the books. You know, they write the history books, so they put in those little things to make you just kind of gloss over different ideas that you would have. You know, they keep things that are important, that are darker, that put them in a negative light. They put those, you know, just kind of like little phrases thrown in or not even there, and then they make you focus on something that is completely different. So this is true. This is just true to life. This is just a true thing that happens. You know, you can't believe everything you read, especially in a school textbook. When I heard him say all that, I made fun of him. You're overthinking things, just being stubborn, but look at us now. I think your only option is to apologize to him directly. It's nearly dawn, just the right time for a hero's return. It's Commander Pixis. The survey corps just arrived. While Maria has been retaken, they succeeded. Is this a portrait? No, it's far too perfect for any human to have drawn it. On the other side of this image was a message written in my father's handwriting. This is not an illustration. This is an imprint of reflected light left on a special kind of paper. It's called a photograph. It came from beyond the walls, where humanity enjoys a refined existence. Humanity has not perished. All right, all right. That, before I get into this next chapter, I mean, that I believed for a little while now because of all the other Titans that existed. So, you know, with the Beast Titan and all those guys. So I figured they were another faction of people, of humans on the outside of the walls. However, this puts into a neat idea that this whole Titan world, or inside the walls, could just be some kind of crazy experiment. So let's continue. I pray that whoever finds this book is a fellow patriot. Slow down, Grisha. We'll be too late to see it if we don't hurry. Calm down, you two. I haven't told you to always have your armbands on when you go outside. Grisha, you must absolutely not go past the walls, okay? Okay, so this is them. All right. As I considered where I ought to begin, that day came unbidden into my mind. The day in my youth when I was forced to face the truth of this world. Okay, so is this... All right, I'm just going to keep reading. I'm not going to try to make theories up along the way. Let's just go. Be careful, Grisha. Look where you're walking. How do those things fly? Yeah, they have blimps. This is like advanced technology for Attack on Titan. It's full of hydrogen. That's how it floats. I heard they use batteries to power the propeller. Who's inside it? Someone rich, of course. Yeah. There it goes. I hope I get rich someday so I can ride in an airship. What are you talking about? There's no way any of us could become rich. But I just wish I wonder what you can see from up there. Yeah, and goes over the wall. My teacher said the airship take off from a land around a place near here. Let's go see it. But Mom said we shouldn't go past the walls. It's fine. It'll be just for a minute. Wait, you two. We'll be right back. Yeah. Move, you little vermin. Oh, so they went to like a more rich area. A couple of devil-blooded brats. What are they doing crawling around here? That's okay. That always happens, right? Look, it's right there, just on the other side. Ah, nice big old blimp. It's so big. Come to see the airship too? Let's see. You're from the Liberia internment zone. Internment zone. Show me your exit papers. Oh shit, I don't have one. You entered the city without authorization. You know what that means for you, right? Which will it be, labor or punishment? Hey, don't worry. You don't want to worry about your parents. I forced my sister to come here. Please punish her, me in her place. Damn. All right. One more. I can't believe it. You're merciless, Kruger. Come on. Let's get you home first. It was smart of you to keep your armbands on. Any Eldian that takes theirs off out here gets sent straight to your heaven. Even kids like you. Shit. You came to see the airship, didn't you? You're here. Might as well see it. When I got home, my little sister wasn't there. Well, she was found in the river the next day. Shit. As I told you over and over again, I took her to the border of Liberio and no farther. I had work to do, and it was her fault to begin with. The Eldian child shouldn't be wandering around town without permission. It seems that your son doesn't understand what it means to be his bloodline. You've been teaching him about the ills committed by your ancestors, haven't you? If that's not enough, then throw a collar on him. I knew that this man from the Marley Public Security Authorities was lying. He'd been skipping out on his job and sleeping by the riverside. He can't have been busy. My mother was overwhelmed with sorrow. Meanwhile, my father demeaned himself in front of these men. Thank you very much for your guidance. Rest assured, I will be able to teach my foolish son these lessons. Just accepting his daughter's death like that. Dude. I looked at my father and this man, and I began to hate them so much that it made me dizzy. But even more than that, I cursed my own foolishness. Yeah, he knows. 1,820 years ago, our ancestor Ymir Fritz made a contract with the Earth Devil in exchange for power. The power of the Titans. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything until I read. Like, I'm not making assumptions before I just read through this. After her death, Ymir's soul was split into 9 Titans who built the Empire of Eldia. Eldia was a great ancient nation that destroyed Marley and came to rule our continent. Okay. Ancestor Ymir made a contract with the Earth Devil. Okay. In exchange for power, the power of the Titans. After Ymir's soul was split into 9 Titans, which is probably all the special ones, right? The Armored Titan and the Colossal Titan and all those. So it was 1 Titan and split into 9. Okay. That is when the Dark Ages began. The subject of Ymir, who gained the power to turn into Titans, designated all other people and races as inferior and began to oppress them. They stole away their land and possessions, wiping many bloodlines out entirely. Eldians forced other people to have their children so that Ymir would have more subjects. The ethnic cleansing lasted for about 1,700 years. Eldia's arrogance grew to know no limits, but the people of the once great nation of Marley began to plot against them from within. They were able to incite a civil war, weakening Eldia. Not only that, they brought 7 of the 9 Titans under their control and were victorious in the Great Titan War 80 years ago. King Fritz was left only with the island of Paradis, where he built 3 concentric walls in which he and his people took refuge. But not all of them. Us non-Marleyan Eldians remained. The king abandoned us and left us behind on the continent. Oh. It was kind of like Hunter x Hunter, where it's like everything you thought you knew was here, but really the world is this big. So, all right. It would have been fitting for Marley to eradicate us all, but the fact that we expected that only shows that we are descended from devils. Instead, the tolerant people of Marley showed us mercy. They gave us land that we could live on. My father was talkative for someone who had just lost his daughter. As he stood there defending his masters and happily belittling his ancestors, he looked just like a dog. That man was lying. Okay. He lied. The guy was lying. He lied because the truth was inconvenient for him. How often does that happen in government? That man knows something. The walls around here are thin. I think that man took Faye and shut up. No. Didn't I tell you? Our ancestors were heinous criminals. They believed in eugenics and committed genocide. Devil's blood runs through our veins. I didn't do any of that, and neither did Faye. All we did was go for a walk. Sins of the fathers, man. Pushed on the children. It's awful. What is wrong with you? Are you that eager to get sent to heaven together with your father and mother? The Jaeger family distrusts and despises the public security authorities. All it would take is a rumor like that and we'd be done for. Understand, Krishna. We may not have done anything ourselves, but that doesn't matter to those who were victimized for generations. All we can do is stay in this internment zone and lead simple, quiet, modest lives. Don't bring your parents the same fate that befell Faye. So who is in the wrong, me or this world? I was foolish and ignorant, and the world was unfair and insane. I discovered my own path when I was 18. I was making plans to overrunning my father's clinic, indifferent to all. That cross-shaped cut, what happened to you? This is proof I am a patriot. Your little sister was killed by a man in the Marley authorities. We have an informant inside the Marley government. He gave me that information. I'll tell you more if you agree to help us, if you say that you'll lend a hand to the Eldia restorationists to take back over. I worked in the field of medicine, and I was bore a deep hatred of the Marley government. The underground anti-establishment group known as the Eldia Restorations took note of these 2 points and came to recruit me. When I learned the truth of what happened to my little sister, I made a vow to myself that I'd teach them who the true devils were. What our ancestor has done was right. If we wanted to set the world right once more, we had to bring Eldia back to power. So, okay, so the Titan lineage is in him, and they subjugated the people. And in return, when the people took over, they gained the power of the Titans. Okay, right? That they kind of like left these guys to rot. Like they took the power away, and kind of set them on their own little area, basically, right? Am I getting this right? And so, but what he found out was that the humans were just as destructive and cruel as he heard that they were. You know, they would kill a child, killed his sister. Okay, and so, you know, who's the real enemy? It seems like the only real enemy is whoever is subjugating who at the moment. So you had these Titans subjugate these humans, and the Titans were seen as monsters because they were created because of a deal with the devil, apparently. But then once the power roles reversed and these regular humans kind of took back over, they did the same thing. So it's just a cycle of subjugation. Basically, whoever is in control, whoever holds the authority, puts power and dominance over whoever doesn't. So they're really, again, playing with the idea that there is no difference between Titans and humans. It's just a matter of who has control at the moment. It kind of goes back to that like opening original chapter with Mikasa and her parents getting attacked, and like the human trafficking and stuff, showing that like humans in charge are just, you know, just as horrible as Titans can be. So, okay. The informant led the restorations from the shadows. We only knew him as the Owl. The Owl supplied us with weapons and funds and gave us historical documents that Eldians in those days had forgotten about. But this is the truth. Our ancestor Ymir awakened the power of the Titans, cultivated the waste, built the roads, and erected bridges to span the mountains. In other words, it was wealth that our ancestor Ymir brought to mankind. She enriched the people and developed this continent. So all that history that they taught us in school was a bunch of delusions created to make Marley look good. I knew it. Yep, of course, man. Always making our government look good. That's right. They may be able to trick those fools, but they won't trick us, the true Eldians. I'm impressed you were able to read this ancient language, though. I've barely been able to decipher any of it. Then how come you came to learn the truths? Isn't it obvious from looking? I believe in our ancestor Ymir. We are the chosen children of God, subjects of Ymir. We are the chosen children of God. All right. Comrades, the Owl has sent us someone. Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you. It's an honor to be able to meet my many comrades. My name is Dina Fritz. I am a descendant of the royal family. Oh. Okay. I decided to devote myself to wherever fate took me. There was a branch of the royal family that refused to flee to the island at the end of the Great Titan War and stayed on the continent. She was now the only descendant of that group. Her family waited for the day that Eldia would rise again, hiding in the internment zone with the knowledge of the Titans. The information she brought, the revivalists, was nothing short of a path to victory. And when you add in the government information the Owl sent us, it's a certainty. The founding Titan, which King Fritz took with him inside the walls, that is the key to Eldia's restoration. The founding Titan has the ability to rule and control all other Titans. If only we can get our hands on it, we will be able to destroy Marley once more. But if King Fritz has that kind of absolute power, why did he retreat to the island? That is because he refused to fight. The Great Titan War began when the 145th king inherited the founding Titan. Even before then, the families fighting over the 8 Titans had been locked in constant conflict for generations. Yet, as long as the royal family could summon the founding titan, order was maintained. But the 145th king abandoned those duties and moved the capital to a remote island. Our family could not agree with that, causing us to part ways. These pitiful days, these years of suffering, all started when the king turned away from conflict. Then let us fight. It's clear what we have to do. We'll take back the founding titan from the king who abandoned us and fled those inside the walls, and then we will offer it to the true royal family, the line that stayed behind on this continent for the sake of us, the Eldian people. And we were married the next year, and we were blessed with a baby boy. His name was Zeke, a child with royal blood. I'm sure he'll one day lead us to victory. One age turned into another, and people changed. Just as the world was growing rapidly, a turning point came from the Eldia restorationists. Listen carefully, you Eldians. We, the Marley government, had decided to gather warriors of Marley from among you, the subjects of Ymir. We have received a proclamation from King Fritz, that incarnation of evil who fled to the island of Paradise. He claimed that soon Eldia would rule the world once again, control the continent through his reign of terror. We must smash these despicable ambitions of his to pieces, and that is why we will spend years selecting warriors from internment zones around the continent. Healthy boys and girls from ages 5 to 7 will be gathered as potential warriors. However, only a small few will become those chosen warriors. For these warriors, they must be worthy of inheriting the 7 titans now under Marley's government control. Okay, so they have... Okay. Furthermore, the family of those chosen warriors will be given the title of honorary Marleyans, and they will ensure the freedom within this country. So, you Eldians, it's time for you to show your allegiance to Marley. What's the meaning of this? Did King Fritz declare war? It's hard to imagine he would. Message from the owl. The reason the Marley government has decided to move is so it can be the first to adapt the coming struggles over resources. As you know, incredible advancement in military technology has been made in recent years. Marley now uses the power of 7 titans to maintain its position as leader of the world, but the day will soon come when this power is no longer absolute. We are sure to see an age where military power backed by fuel determines the state of the world. As we approach this age, Marley can no longer afford to ignore the island of Paradise, which is said to have massive amounts of fossil fuels buried under it. By conquering that island is still no easy feat. While we still have heard anything from King Fritz ever since he did himself away behind the walls, he left behind these words 80 years ago. If ever you try to interfere in our affairs, the tens of millions of titans that sleep inside the walls will surely flatten the entire earth. As long as this threat exists, no one can lay a finger on him directly. In other words, the Marley government's goal is the same as ours. Enter the walls without provoking Fritz, and retake the founding titan. Now what? At this rate, all of our plans, Marley will overtake us in just a few years. And once that happens, Eldia will never rise again. We'll take my son Zeke into one of Marley's warriors. That was how I came to entrust my son with the pride of Eldia, while also sending him to be a warrior of Marley who pledged his allegiance to an enemy state. But in the end, I was still the same foolish child I had been that day. Around the same time my son turned 7, he betrayed both me and my wife to the Marley government. And the revivalists were all sent to our heaven, doomed to join the man-eating titans that wandered the inside of Paradise for eternity. Okay. Alright. So everything we knew about Attack on Titan took place on this island, this Paradise, and it's kind of been a stalemate because the person took the power of like the most powerful titan of the 9. So the other part of the world has 7, but they had 1, which would be the 8th one. So I don't know where there's still kind of 1 out there missing, I'm assuming. Trying to keep this straight. So a lot of information. So they've erased everybody's memory of the rest of the world and everything happening there so that they could live and rule within the walls on this island so that everything is just kind of natural, and they want to keep everybody else out. They want to keep this whole other world out. We got our own thing over here. But Aaron's dad has decided that he is going to take back what is rightfully his, because even in this other area, they have like an internment, basically, where is the descendants of Ymir, the original Titan that had the powers of all 9, the descendants of them that are basically treated like shit and are kept in kind of this poor little area. And Aaron's dad wanted to get out. He had a child with the intention of infiltrating the other area of Marley, but the child was kind of indoctrinated and then came back basically to call out his parents as criminals for doing this. So again, the power shifting is basically whoever is in power at the time. So whether it's the descendants of the Titan or whether it was humanity, both have subjugated each other depending on who was in power at the time. And it seems like a good way to keep the Titans, the descendants of the Titans, down is to not give them, is to take away these Titan abilities from these 9, the ancient ones, the originals. And it says that Marley had 7, so they got 7 different powers of the Titans, which I'm sure is the Armor Titan, the Colossus Titan, the Beast Titan, and Ymir, the Ymir that we know, and there's got to be a few more. And then the one to wipe everyone's memories, kind of the most powerful one, was with the race family over here. And that's the only one they had, but that was the most powerful. And so they basically had their own kind of paradise system, you know, people trapped in within the walls and ignoring the rest of the world, not even admitting that the rest of the world exists, that there are humans elsewhere, doing this whole other thing, this like between Marley and what was the name of the other town, the other system, I don't know. But okay, so that's what's going on. So if that's what's going on and Aaron's father wants to reclaim the original way of things, the subjugation of humans by Titans, then he has to acquire all of these Titan powers, right? So there's the 9, and so he has to be able to acquire them and then kind of retake and put things back to the way that they were originally. Now, if she originally got the Titan powers by making a deal with the devil, is that ever going to be touched on? Are we going to see like the devil or something like that? Something dark, some sort of like dark magic, dark ritual kind of thing going on here? I wouldn't put it past this series to do this. And so far everything seems to be consistent. I kind of get it, and it makes sense. I know there's more secrets to be revealed, but it makes sense. And if Aaron has another like an older brother technically, because if Aaron's dad originally intended to infiltrate Marley in order to kind of to gain their Titan powers back and everything like that, so he's out there as well, and I guess would be fighting against his father. So we're gonna have 3 different factions here. We're gonna have where we know on the island, then we'll have Marley, and then we'll have the other one again, whose name I can't remember. So there's like the Titan descendants, the other form of humanity, and then the segregated group of humanity. Am I getting this right? I don't know. Anyways, this video has been going on long enough. Another live reaction for volume 22 coming up, because apparently there's a lot more information in there. Let me know how I'm doing so far, keeping up with this exposition. A very interesting volume, very cool to finally see what's going on here, that there's other technology that our group will not have, as far as like the blimps, and we're dealing with like kind of like steampunk, or not steampunk, but like kind of like early like 1940s style technology with like the ships and the planes and everything. That's stuff that our group of characters are not going to have. We're stuck with like swords and a couple of guns here and there. So that will be interesting to see move forward. And also the line about releasing the Titans in the wall. Apparently, are they like super freaking powerful because they were used to create the wall? So that will be an interesting development as well. The series definitely does not stop with its reveals and does not stop with its a constant shifting your perspective on what you think is happening. So yeah, so with that, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for volume 21. I'm gonna be doing volume 22 as well, so keep an eye out for that. This was interesting. We're getting there. We're getting to the secrets behind everything, and I'm on board. I think I understand everything. I'm gonna have to like rethink on things. Like I said, a live reaction is a little bit more difficult because I don't have time to gather my thoughts quite as much, but hopefully you guys still enjoyed it. Check out the link below in the description. Check out the Patreon link, the Discord link, all that fun junk, social medias. Please like this video, leave a comment down below, your thoughts, all things Attack on Titan volume 21, and I will see you guys in volume 22. Thanks for watching.